welcome to the world-famous Landmark Arena, and welcome to Anarchy Wrestling. John Johnson joined by Michael Gentry and Tag Team Action to kick us off.
That's right, we have the Business taking on the Undeniable, making their return back to Anarchy at the Bunkhouse Rumble just a couple of weeks ago. And now we see them back in Tag Team Action, possibly wanting to get back in line to try to claim those Anarchy Tag Team Championships won by the program at this year's Bunkhouse Rumble.
Yeah, it was Bunkhouse Rumble 5 for the Anarchy Tag Team Championships. The Undeniable was there very close to the end, found themselves eliminated, and now taking on another tag team that was in that same Bunkhouse Rumble, a team that we have seen here for a few weeks now, the Business, Caleb Tenney and KC Rocker. And this is the first time we've actually seen them in 2-on-2 tag team action. Seen both these young men in singles action prior, but they have a tough task ahead of them as they are taking on former Anarchy Tag Team Champions in the form of the Undeniable.
Again, a group, a team that has ran Anarchy for a number of years here. And now we are finally seeing them back in sort of tag team action as well, because we know for a long time Shane Marks was the long reigning Anarchy heavyweight champion, and now sort of getting back to form for both teams here tonight.
Both these men have had singles success as well. Both men former Anarchy television champions. Shane Marks, as you mentioned, a long reigning Anarchy heavyweight champion. Brian Blaze, of course, prior to teaming with Shane Marks, was a 3-time Anarchy Tag Team Champion. So a guy who's, two guys who have done it all here, so to speak, in the Landmark Arena. And I think maybe the Business taking them a little too lightly here. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, and joining in with a group hug on referee D. Byers.
There we go with the sound of the bell. We are officially underway here for Anarchy Wrestling here. It looks like we have KC Rocker taking on Brian Blaze to get this tag team match underway here.
The sociopath did not look too impressed with KC Rocker's athleticism there.
Yeah, that's what I was going to comment on. To say, not impressed with the handstand, but now we see a collar elbow tie-up, and we are underway here. Like, seriously, for the sake of this, KC Rocker doesn't think. He's a very athletic and talented young man, but there's no way you're going to straight up pick up Brian Blaze there. And as you can see, easily with a body slam right there.
And Brian Blaze tagging out to the revelation. Shane Marks and Caleb Tenney tags in and met with a body slam of his own.
God, was this a tag team match or a body slam challenge? Because it's looking like the Undeniable an early advantage here.
And the crowd here getting behind Brian Blaze. Of course, we saw, and you see Brian Blaze here, slamming down Caleb Tenney. Of course, it was just prior to Violent Night that we saw the return of the Undeniable teaming with Joe Black against the eventual winners of the Bunkhouse Rumble, the program. And now we're going to have slams in stereo.
And now with the crowd of her double body slam on the Business, the Undeniable in firm control of this tag team match early.
And I'm going to tell you, it is so rare, after all the havoc that's been wreaked here by the Undeniable over the years, to hear the crowd here in the Landmark Arena solidly behind these two men.
I know, considering everything that has happened with them almost essentially holding the Anarchy Heavyweight Championship hostage, and all the dastardly things they've done since I'd say going back to Hardcore Hell 23. It is kind of weird to hear the crowd firmly behind the Undeniable in this one.
And the crowd here showing their disapproval, so to speak, of the Business. KC Rocker Back on the apron on the far side of the ring, it's Caleb Tenente, who is the legal man in this contest. Fans, we want to thank you for tuning in to us right here on YouTube. Make sure you're hitting that subscribe button. Make sure you like us. And make sure, most of all, you're sharing this as well with all your friends. We've seen a lot of new subscribers come through on the YouTube channel. We'll be having some exclusive content as we go through, but fans, make sure you like, subscribe, and more importantly also, hit that bell notification.
Yeah, that way you'll never miss a single moment of action here from the Landmark Arena and Anarchy Wrestling. As you see Casey Rocker helping his partner out here with a kick to the side of Brian Blaze's head as he now go into a little 2-on-1 action here.
I gotta tell you, the business here seems a little discombobulated. They gotta be on their game if they're gonna expect to keep Brian Blaze down where he's at right now.
Well, they seem to have maybe found a strategy that seems to be working here. Quick strikes, quick tags in and out here, and also the important isolating Brian Blaze on their side of the ring. They seem to like gone back to basic tag team strategy here, which is helping them out in this match.
And Casey Rocker back in, just putting the boots to Brian Blaze. And this is how you're gonna have to take down the Undeniable. Keep them down on your side of the corner. Oh, and right now,
gave it an assist to the outside. The other members of the business here with a chokehold on Brian Blaze behind the referee's back. Meanwhile, Shane Marks on the other side distracting the referee.
This other gentleman that's out here with the business, he wasn't here earlier. I have no clue who this young man is, but he's definitely out here with the business. These guys, since they showed up here, they pretty much just stuck their nose up at things and just done what they wanted to anyway.
Yeah, and they've quote unquote gone into business for themselves, saying they deserve to be tag team champions, not anyone else here in Anarchy. But they have to learn there's a long list of teams and competitors out there that want to be tag team champions as well, and they're going to have to fight through them just like everybody else is.
Caleb Tenente, big forearm right to the back of Brian Blaze as this crowd here in the Landmark Arena trying to will on the Undeniable. This tag team action getting it started here on this edition of Anarchy Wrestling. We still have a lot to come. We are going to see in action Jay Too Strong and the Landmark Arena Heritage Champion Scott Mason in singles competition. That later on in this telecast. But also we will hear from the Anarchy Heavyweight Champion Will Kaution coming up this week as well. Big boot there by KC Rocker.
Yeah, full episode ahead here, folks, so you're locked. Thank you for joining us here for a good one. But right now, the business in firm control, and again, give the assist to the outside man here for the business, keeping Brian Blaze choked down on that second rope there.
And a cover. Lateral press there, but did not hook the leg. You're not going to get a victory over a man as decorated as Brian Blaze is in this sport with a lackadaisical cover like that.
No, a little bit arrogant there, thinking that was going to be enough to take down a man who's a 3-time tag team champion, a man who's a former television champion, as you said. As like I said, a man who has been in many a fights here in the Landmark Arena. And it's going to take a lot more than just a few kicks to his head to keep him down. Tag in now to Caleb Tenente.
Oh, and big elbow there by Blaze. Tenente eats the boot. Has him set up. Oh, Uranagi onto Caleb Tenente. Unorthodox offense there by Blaze.
Yes, a great combo move there. Gives Caleb Tenente the reverse DDT, and Uranagi's Casey Rocker on top of him and makes the tag, and here comes the revelation.
Shane Marks in. Nice suplex there. Showing off those technical skills.
Yeah, contrary to Shane Marks' size, a very decorated, very good technical wrestler.
Irish whip in. Setting his man in. And runs in with a nice uppercut.
and running boot to match. Here goes, hooks the leg. Here's the cover, 2. And a very close 3 count there for Shane Marks and the Undeniable.
KC Rocker was there at the very last possible moment.
He said to put him down, but he put him down right into the solar plexus of the third man of the business here as he sends him flying over the top rope. Catches him in. Now the Undeniable with a 2-on-1 advantage here. Ryan Blaze setting him up. Look, package pile driver right into, there it is, DDT. That's going to be it too, and that's the bell.
Now, I said I had a big surprise, but instead of running my mouth about it, our top-notch production team has something ready for you all to view as I point you to our Tron. Anarchy Wrestling, how y'all doing tonight? Man, let me tell you, there is no place I love more or feel more alive than when I step out of that curtain and get to perform in front of each and every one of you. See, last show was talking about a man who towers over all and an awesome match that I had. But I got rudely interrupted before I could finish what I had to say. And I kind of wanted to tell you guys a story. Well, over New Year's, I have a chance to rethink my motivations.
Where's your standing ovation for your double champions, Hunter James and Brock Johnston? We'll get another one. We'll get another one, I promise. But Will, why are you even out here? Every time you come out here, something bad happens to you. And this time, it just happens to face that the double champions, you know, the youngest champion in NCW history, the youngest champion in Anarchy history,
Right here. Right here, Will. Let me ask you something, Will. Do you remember the last time you tried to step to a tag team from the program? Son, you couldn't beat us with the best in the state. What makes you think that somebody who's worked their whole life to get that Anarchy heavyweight title up against two guys that just got in and are holding more than half the gold, you expect you of all people? How serious are you, Will? And I'm going to go ahead and tell all of you here, all you podunk hillbillies, this right here. 2022 is the year of the program, the same damn way 2021 was, Will. So I'll give you this piece of advice, and all these people here a piece of advice. Either get with the program or get run over.
5 out of 9, 5-9 out of this championship reign. The program has 5 out of 9 of the championships in the Landmark Arena. We are the most dominant faction in the Landmark Arena's history. And that program you can't follow. Why don't you step up here? I got the microphone, I'm louder.
Look, I would handle both of y'all myself. Y'all might have gold, and y'all might be the program. But to be honest with you, I got two guys that happen to be really good friends of mine that's been looking to change the program. Whoa, 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 whoa. Woo!
Gentlemen, I have an idea. How about I went to North Gwinnett, but that's beside the point. But math skills aren't going to be needed in this. How about we do ourselves a little six-man for the main event right here tonight?
Whoa.
Well, no, I'm not even going to give you a whoa, because that's official, boys.
No. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. That's 5. That's 5. That's uneven. 1, 2, 3.
Well, hello fans, we hope that you're enjoying what you're watching right here on YouTube with Anarchy Wrestling. And fans, I know that a lot of times there's things you like and things you dislike. Things you dislike might be J2 Strong. Okay, but you see, that's what I'm saying. You may dislike that, but what we want you to like is YouTube, right here, the Anarchy YouTube channel. Make sure you're hitting like, make sure you're hitting share, and also make sure you hit that bell notification.
Yeah, don't forget to hit subscribe. That way you never miss out on any new videos coming to you live from Anarchy Wrestling.
Yeah, make sure you like Anarchy Wrestling, but you can always dislike J2 Strong. Singles competition here, but before we get started with this, what about what we just witnessed? Number one, the big announcement. 2 nights of Hardcore Hell coming up on April 8th and 9th. Part of that big weekend will be NCW, but not only that, we saw the return of Austin Towers with the Ghost Eric Silva, known as the Left-Handed Path, here tonight in tag team action.
Yeah, that's going to be exciting to see them in a 6-man match tonight.
And right now, J2 Strong, who we saw him defeat Nagicism on our last episode of Anarchy Wrestling, and there was another guy who got a victory in young Luca Daniels, a young man who just completed his first full year of professional wrestling. And the crowd here still loving J2 Strong.
And then on the other side here, you also have Luca Daniels. And it looks like we have ourselves a pose down here getting this match underway. And Luca Daniels, the early favorite of this one.
Good. What are we seeing? This is the damnedest thing.
Right.
I mean, J2 Strong, don't get me wrong, is a great athlete, but Luca Daniels is a man who's pretty well put together despite being smaller in size.
Yeah, he is. And the crowd calling J2 Strong, calling him a wuss a little bit here. really getting under the skin of J2 Strong, and they haven't even locked up yet. Well, like I was saying before as well, Luca Daniels coming off an exciting opportunity for him, being able to wrestle on television recently and soak up some of that experience being around some veterans and some major names in the world of professional wrestling. And now he's back here in the Landmark Arena, continuing his journey here in the world of professional wrestling and getting a matchup against J2 Strong here tonight on Anarchy.
Yeah, Luca Daniels has definitely been making the circuit as of late, taking on competition throughout the Mid-Atlantic and throughout the Southeast here in Georgia especially. Definitely trying to make a name for himself here. Like we said, just completed his first full year in the sport of professional wrestling. J2 Strong right now with that test of strength has the advantage.
And now clearly taking the advantage with that side headlock now, and now got full control as we get underway in this matchup here.
Oh, nice takedown there by Luca Daniels, and immediately goes into a front face lock. No doubt, both these men on a winning streak, albeit a one-match winning streak for the two of these young men, but definitely looking to impress both the promoters of NCW and Anarchy Wrestling to get a spot on that prestigious two-night event, Hardcore Hell 24.
Yes, it was an exciting, as you see Luca Daniels there taking the takedown, it was an exciting collaboration that I was glad to be a part of and bringing NCW back to the prominence of Hardcore Hell, and it's going to be an amazing two-night event along with Anarchy Wrestling on April the 8th and 9th here at the Landmark Arena. So if you guys get a chance to come out and see Hardcore Hell 24, this is definitely a year to do it with a big two-night event here.
Ducking under goes Luca Daniels. Sunset flip, trying to get J2 Strong over. Strong may have just tweaked his knee there. Roll up from behind.
Goes for the cover. Only gets about a 2 count since the referee, but now Luca Daniels rolling over, goes for the cover again. Another 2 count there.
Over the next few weeks, we will cover that two-night event of Hardcore Hell 24. Oh, wait a minute, backslide. Nearly got the 3 count there. We'll be, giving you details of how you can join us here in the Landmark Arena for that huge two-night event. Of course, that will only be exclusive to the fans here of the Landmark Arena, Hardcore Hell 24. But you can keep up with it here on YouTube. Oh, double stomp Luca Daniels down with authority. Did J2 Strong.
Yeah, very nice double stomp there. J2 Strong not letting the fans get in his head now. He's completely focused on his opponent. But now again, as I've said time and time again, J2 Strong is one less ego trip away from being a major champion here in Anarchy Wrestling. If he would just set his ego and his showboating aside long enough to focus on his matches, he could very well be the next Anarchy heavyweight champion.
Definitely, and I'd have to agree with you on that, but a lot of times when you've got that youth behind you, sometimes that's so hard to do. But let's get him right here with Luca Daniels as the crowd here in the Landmark Arena trying to get behind Luca Daniels as referee David Weekley was right in there looking for the choke and looking for a submission.
Yeah, forced her with the breakup there because of the illegal choke there that J2 Strong was implementing there. But again, clearly has Luca Daniels on the worst end of a beating right now, and now he's trying to add some more insult to injury, if you will, here.
And J2 Strong patting himself on the back. I guess there's not too many people doing that for him, so I guess he feels the need to do it for himself.
Well, he did say last time here at Anarchy that 2022 was going to be the year of 2 Strong. He said he setting his sights out on gold. He's setting his sights out on being the absolute best wrestler here in Anarchy. We shall see if those predictions come to truth here. But right now, he's struggling just a little bit against Luca, but as clearly he's going to use whatever he's got in the well, whatever he's got in the toolbox to try to take down his opponents and continue his winning ways here.
And right now, The crowd showing their displeasure for Jay Too Strong. Oh, now.
Oh, come on now. Oh, now just blatantly stomping on the head of Luca Daniels. I mean, come on. What kind of attitude is this from? It's like seeing a new fury out of Jay Too Strong in this. I'm like,
well, you know, he did say that this was going to be the year. 2022 was going to be the year of Too Strong. And the crowd here, from what I can tell from Jay Too Strong, nothing that I've had a conversation with, but just the look, he feels disrespected by the Landmark Arena. Big knee right there.
My goodness.
To the side of the head.
Hard shot with that knee. So referee might want to get in there and check Luca on that one. Hits him with the flying back elbow. Nice reversal by Luca Daniels. But now can he find himself to get himself back up to his feet?
Luca Daniels was able to get himself up there for just a moment, still trying to get his bearings. No doubt the damage showing from the back of the head. Jay Too Strong still trying to find his teeth.
And here comes Daniels. Pair of clotheslines. Now sets him on it. Oh, and Luca Daniels with some strong people stuff right there, just carried him over. And now what's he got planned? Uh-oh.
Oh, big
my
kick right to the side of the head.
Good night, Gracie.
Oh.
Wait a minute.
Woo.
A wild kick to the side of Jay Too Strong's head, and maybe just by instinct alone, Jay Too Strong was able to kick out there.
Or maybe that was just nerve endings moving.
Possibly. Either way, Jay Too Strong still in this matchup, and now Luca Daniels has him back up on his shoulders once again, and now Jay Too Strong with the thumbs to the eyes. There, and now sit out power bomb goes for the cover too, and Luca Daniels with the shoulder up in time.
You can see right now Jay Too Strong looking around, trying to figure out why that wasn't the thing to put out Luca Daniels. You see Jay Too Strong rolling. Looks like he's going to go to the floor here, or maybe just sit on the apron. This is a way for him to catch his bearings, but at the same time, he's giving Luca Daniels a chance to catch his breath as well.
Uh-oh, he's got bad intentions on his face there with that look there. Uh-oh. Jay Too Strong with steel chair in hand. I don't know what he's thinking, but it's not going to be good for Luca Daniels if he doesn't get out of the way of it.
Well, I mean, this will also cause a disqualification. This would definitely not be in the best interest of Jay Too Strong.
Yeah, especially trying to stay in this match.
I mean, what's that? What's that? Who is that?
Somebody behind him there, taking the chair away.
Oh, it's Nagicism!
Nagicism giving the assist to Luca Daniels. Hits it out. Hits the in 1-2. That's it. I know this.
Bright light to the stage. My game, time to play. Buzzing head to the mat. If you ask anybody, that's a fact. Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? I'm the one and only star in the place. I'm the one and only star in the place, yeah. You don't want to step to me. You don't want to come for me. You don't want to step to me. You don't want none of me. Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? Who am I? I'm the one and only star in the place. I'm the one and only star in the place, yeah. I'm the one and only star in the place. I'm the one and only star in the place, yeah. N-A-J-A-S-I-S-M, come through. Yes, I am him. Respect my
One-on-one competition here with Nick Halen and Parker Lee. This one right here is going to be one for the ages.
It is, I would say. We saw Parker Lee make his debut at the Bunkhouse Rumble last time here at Anarchy, and now at a matchup here with the Game Breaker Nick Halen, who has vowed to make himself a champion this year, to get the respect that he well deserves as a veteran here of Anarchy Wrestling. And I gotta admit, JJ, when I saw some of the matches that lined up for tonight, this is one I circled because I know this one is going to be a technical battle between these two.
Well, you know, and it's not only a quest for Nick Halen for championships, but it's also for respect. Not respect just for him, but respect for this building, the Landmark Arena, the place where he was essentially born back in 2002. He is a product of the dojo here of the Landmark Arena. He spent his formative years here in the Landmark Arena, went away for almost 15 years. Think about that for a second. 15 years of his career, he walked away, came back, and was not a fan of what he saw. And right there, Parker Lee putting on a nice display there of athleticism. But Nick Halen, I've known this man for a very long time. There's some frustration that's set in there, and it's not at anybody in particular. It's just what he feels has been disrespect shown.
Well, he's definitely showing some of it here because he has gone full-on attack here on Parker Lee and is absolutely showing him what it means to be a wrestler here in Anarchy. And he's got that arm locked up there. He's got full control of Parker Lee here. But Parker with the release counters off. A little athleticism of his own. And pinpoint drop kick right there. Well done by Parker Lee.
You mentioned the Bunkhouse Rumble 5. The last time we saw Nick Halen was at the Bunkhouse Rumble 5 in a winning effort over one of the most prolific superstars in the history of the Landmark Arena. Of course, we're talking about Billy Buck. That was a huge victory and feather in the cap of Nick Halen. Those two men got their starts together here in this building as Nick Halen went up and over, but looked like he may have overshot Parker Lee just a bit.
And here comes Parker Lee. Tope Suicida right there. Right through the second ropes there. He is absolutely going to town on them. Again, the athleticism, the quickness shown by Parker Lee here in full effect here on this one. Over the top rope, hits the crossbody splash too. Very close to referee Darrell Hall.
In the next few weeks, I plan to have a very special sit-down interview with Nick Halen that will be exclusive to our YouTube channel that you're watching us on here right now. Make sure you are subscribing. Make sure you tell your friends about Anarchy Wrestling on YouTube. And we have those exclusive footage and exclusive interviews, exclusive videos all the time. And oh, Nick Halen saw it right to the jaw and nose of Parker Lee.
And you see it there. Nick Halen using that experience now just trying to outpower Parker Lee in this one. That knife edge chop sends him hard across the ring, and now here he comes charging in. Parker Lee able to get the boot up in time. Looking to try to keep himself in this matchup here against the Game Breaker himself. And now a knife edge chop of his own. But maybe misses, it doesn't connect to all of it there. But Nick Halen sure does with not on one, but two knife edge chops there.
Right now going to shoot Parker Lee into that opposite corner. Lee reverses. Sternum first into the top turnbuckle went Nick Halen.
Ooh, that'll knock the wind out of a competitor right there. Really take them out of a fight there. I've heard many men say if you could take the win from your opponent, you take the fight from them as well. And that's what Parker Lee has managed to do now, as he now has the advantage over Nick Halen there.
Irish whip in, Nick Halen in hard. Parker Lee came in. Oh, literally he was going to go for a monkey flip, but Nick Halen flips it back around.
Trying to go for the wild shot, but Parker Lee keeping his bearings up, but gets him up and gets the monkey flip. Sends him across. Parker Lee now looking to do something here. He charges across, going for another one. Maybe going to the well one too many times there, but Nick Halen wildly hits with the uppercut. And now, oh my goodness, did you hear the chop on that one?
I think they're still hearing it out there in space. That thing reverberating.
Yeah.
Solid right to the top of the head of Parker Lee.
Yeah, hard shots there. The game breaker trying to break Parker Lee in this case. Has him up on the turnbuckle. Going for an avalanche suplex right there.
Nick Halen showing the effects from Parker Lee's earlier offense. Rolls over. Only a 2 count there. Parker Lee luckily able to kick up at the last second. Fans, that huge announcement that was made just a little bit earlier. 2 nights of Hardcore Hell brought to you by NCW and Anarchy Wrestling, April 8th and 9th. Make your plans to be here in the Landmark Arena as Nick Halen opening up that right hand again to the top of the head of Parker Lee.
There you go, Parker Lee getting sent across the ring. Nick Halen trying to charge in again, but again, Parker Lee able to get the foot up to stop the momentum. Oh my, did you see that? That wild shot with the clothesline there. Looked like he almost knocked the tooth out of Parker Lee there.
Oh, man. See, now this is what we're talking about with that aggression, that anger in Nick Halen. And now going to the top rope. He's got one of the prettiest elbows. Drops it right across the chest of Parker Lee. He got a lot of height there, cover.
And Parker Lee kicks out. I mean, that was put an X in the center of the ring. Nick Halen hits the mark on the point, and somehow Parker Lee still manages to kick out of it.
And now Nick Halen looking to do what to do next in this offense.
You gotta think he's thinking game breaker right now. He put many opponents away with it, maybe trying to go for it. But now, here we go, inside cradle by Parker Lee, shoulders down. Goes to the counter, only a 2 count again. Parker Lee's coming to fight here, rolls through, tries to get the sunset flip, but Nick Halen comes back through, and quickly, Parker Lee with the jawbreaker to create some separation. Floats him over, goes for the cover, hooks both shoulders to Pat. Only gets a 2 count.
Yeah, that was an odd way to get into a crucifix. Oh, but that kick, that found the mark right on the jaw of one, and Nick Halen, the game breaker. And right now, Parker Lee, he's had a lot taken out of him. I think right there, if he could have gone over, he could have made a good pin attempt. But instead, a lot of energy spent, but Nick Halen's still down 2.
Yeah, Parker Lee has taken quite the beating so far in this match, but he's still in it there with Nick Halen. And you got to be thinking they're both looking to try to give out their best shots now. They're trying to put their opponent away because they both feel like they're one move away from trying to win this matchup here. Now big uppercut there by Nick Halen.
Nick Halen having to shake off the effects, but now Parker Lee firing back up. This crowd here in the Landmark Arena kind of split 50-50 between these two.
I know, 2 great competitors, an amazing match so far between these two. Oh, did you see the right hand on Nick Halen on that one?
Yeah, that was a big right. And caught Parker Lee, and Parker Lee stunned. Oh, wait a minute, ducks in. Looks like he might be going for a backslide. Oh no, flipped over. Oh, wait a minute, right into it.
Oh, up to the top rope on this one. But
oh! That's it right there. The game breaker ends it.
And that's it.
I'm on a highway to hell. On a highway to hell. I'm on a highway to hell. On a highway to hell.
For 470 days, Scott Mason has reigned as the Landmark Arena Heritage Champion. 13 months ago, one of his very first offenses was against a guy that he will once again have to face in the form of Azrael.
Azrael, rightfully a Landmark Arena legend himself, been wrestling this building for the better part of the last 20 years. And now he is back. He has been training. He has been working out. He has been in the shadows, if you will, of the Landmark Arena, waiting for his opportunity to strike down Scott Mason once again and take away the championship of the longest reigning champion in Landmark Arena history tonight.
And if anybody can do it, it would be the Angel of Death, a man who has done a lot here in the Landmark Arena. Former Wildside Tag Team Champion, former multiple-time Anarchy Tag Team Champion, former Anarchy Young Lions Champion, former Anarchy Heavyweight Champion. The Angel of Death, Azrael, has done it all.
And now he would like to add one more acclamation to his long historic list of championships and call himself the Landmark Arena Heritage Champion. And he's got to do it, provided he can get Scott Mason in the ring to start.
Well, you know, it's not only getting Scott Mason in the ring, but it's also, you know, somewhere here in the Landmark Arena, speaking of the shadows, the program is lurking somewhere. Despite the fact of what they have coming up here later tonight, you know that they are watching the back of their captain, their quarterback, so to speak, the Landmark Arena Heritage Champion, the Habersham hero, Scott Mason. So Azrael has that to contend with as well.
Yeah, but we know Azrael, we've seen some of the battles in the past, with his time with the Devil's Rejects, his time as Anarchy Heavyweight Champion. We've seen what Azrael is capable of, what he can take, and what kind of damage he can dish out on his own. And it's more, in my honest opinion, it is more than what the program can handle. It's a matter of now, can we focus it long enough for Scott Mason to get in this ring and take the Landmark Heritage title from him?
And that is, you know, this is pretty much the same offensive strategy that Scott Mason had the last time he stepped in the ring with Azrael. There was a lot of stalling. He understands just how dangerous the Angel of Death is. He understands how brutal Azrael can be in that ring. Scott Mason definitely does not want to take that opportunity, and he does not want day 470 to be his last day.
No, and it certainly will not. And this is honestly the first time I've seen Scott Mason, probably since he took on Azrael a year ago. The first time I've seen him actually legitimately worried about losing the title. Because he knows that as soon as he gets in a fight with Azrael, he's going to be in for a fight for his life. And you can hear the Landmark faithful out here giving Scott Mason their opinion of him, calling him a chicken to take on the Angel of Death here. But now he seems psyched up. He seems he's finally ready to go. And here we go, Heritage title on the line. And Azrael starting off with a straight right hand to the face.
Yeah, and that's the best way to do it with Scott Mason. You got to get his attention. Azrael could have very easily locked up with him, but sometimes those right hands answer a lot more than that big chop. Scott Mason definitely feeling this.
Yes, the old saying that comes into mind here. Every man has a plan in a fight until they get punched in the mouth. Scott Mason looked like he had a plan as he got ready to lock up Azrael, and then as soon as Azrael punched him in the mouth, that plan went out the window, and now he's back to his running ways once again.
Azrael's an old pro, though. He knows he's got to stay on Scott Mason. He cannot allow this much separation. He cannot toy around with the Habersham hero.
And I don't know if you can hear it, but listen, you can see the chest of Scott Mason there, welting up a brutal beet red. And Azrael, known for a very vicious knife-edge chops he's thrown to many of his opponents in years past. And Scott Mason might have made a worse mistake possible.
Now, he chopped him right across the back, but got a clothesline in response. Oh, and wisely, That's what we're talking about with Scott Mason. Suckered in Azrael there. Azrael taking his time, and now Scott Mason just all over the Angel of Death.
Yeah, maybe he's realizing that plan A wasn't going to work, so now he's taking plan B, trying to take the fight to him. But I'm not sure if that's the wisest decision he can make, but for now, the plan is working, and the reigning Heritage Champion is in control of this matchup.
Scott Mason dragging Azrael back to the center of the ring, and now clamping on a rear chin lock there. Almost a variation of a sleeper.
Yeah, sit down sleeper, trying to crank that pressure on that neck, trying to cause Azrael to sleep. But Azrael wisely going to the eyes, again, illegal maneuver here, but it breaks up the submission hold on him, forces Scott Mason to release it, and now we're almost back to a stalemate, if you will.
Scott Mason going in on the Angel of Death. Big chop there. Had no effect on Azrael whatsoever.
Yeah, with the top to his gear that he wears in the ring, it almost gives him almost like armor plating, if you will. So that chop was almost rendered ineffective here as he takes on. But now Azrael off the ropes, gets ducked by, runs through, out a big boot by Mason, delivering at a clothesline. That was very effective.
We've seen Scott Mason use that before. Only gets a 2 count. We've seen Scott Mason with that lariat before put opponents away. Not necessarily one of his specialties, but a deadly clothesline nonetheless. And right now, choking out Azrael.
Yep.
And the Habersham Hero soaking in the adulation of someone. There you hear the program runs landmark, and I mean, it's hard to argue with. They have almost all the gold.
Yeah, they have everything but one championship to their name. But if Scott Mason keeps messing around and proclaiming that the program runs the landmark arena, they are going to handle it with one less in this one.
Now, who hit and who? I mean,
That's hard to say.
Low blow there by Azrael. Referee D. Byers didn't see it. He got popped in the head by both men, I believe.
I mean, what can you say? And wait a minute, all of a sudden from behind, there it is. And you said it, JJ, the program lurking in the shadows themselves, and now they've taken the fight to Azrael here, and it helped Scott Mason hold on to the Heritage Championship once again.
It's that pack mentality of the program, and they are taking down Azrael right now and helping up their captain, the quarterback of their team, so to speak, Scott Mason, the man who's put this program together.
Yeah, and now there it is. You said like a pack of hyenas, a pack of wolves, a pack mentality in place here. They got all three of them stomping on the Angel of Death here.
The program once again standing tall over another fallen foe. Scott Mason still your landmark arena here.
Coming back from intermission, and we see Cesar and Wall attacking Dynamic Dexter as he's making his entrance into the landmark arena here. I know Wall has been on a path of desolation, taking out everybody in his way, it seems, and now he seems to have targeted Dynamic Dexter here for some reason or another, but now, and with a devastating power slam, leave him in, but watch out, here it comes. Oh my goodness!
Desire with that big splash on Dynamic Dexter. And I mean,
Cornelia, Georgia, how we doing tonight? You know, there's been a lot of things going on lately that's starting to kind of piss me off. And that's people jumping people from behind, like Danny Only, kind of like Hanson. So tonight, since I see you two fools want to jump people from behind like the cowards you truly are, I'm going to challenge you to a match, big man. You want to come out here and jump people from behind and prove that you're a big man? Why don't you get in the ring with one of the biggest former champs there is in the building?
Challenge placed there by Jacob Ashworth to Wall. Now, if I'm not mistaken, we have seen Wall a lot.
The following contest, set for one fall, introducing first, Steve-O, the Wall. His opponent, the unstoppable Jacob Ashworth.
So if I am not mistaken, this is going to be Wall's in-ring debut here for Anarchy Wrestling. I mean, we've seen him attack Duncan Mitchell. We've seen him attack several others, but now in here with the former two-time Anarchy heavyweight champion, Jacob Ashworth.
Yeah,
getting a clean break there.
officially, yeah. Looking back from my rec notes here, yeah, this looks like it is the Wall's debut match here. And what a challenge just for him to start off here with, taking on the former two-time Anarchy heavyweight champion, the unstoppable Jacob Ashworth here. And he looks like he might have bitten off a little bit more than he could chew here in the early goings.
Of course, we saw back at Violent Night, Jacob Ashworth in that steel cage match with Hanson, betrayed by Danny Only, who slammed the cage door shut on the head of Jacob Ashworth, gave Hanson the opportunity for victory. And now, big hip toss there, following it up with a deep arm drag. Jacob Ashworth scooping up Wall.
Has him up in the air, stalling, body slam, and now drops him down. Oh, drops the elbow right into the center of his heart, goes for the cover. Only a 2 count right there.
Jacob Ashworth, one of the greats here in the Landmark Arena, another one of these homegrown talents. Started off here in the Landmark Arena working maintenance and just janitorial work and security. Eventually trained out, became a fine official for a few years, and then made his in-ring debut as a wrestler. Big suplex there, and ever since then, it's looked up for Jacob Ashworth, two-time Anarchy heavyweight champion. Has been a former Anarchy tag team champion, has held a lot of different championships here in the Landmark Arena. Oh, but right there, Wall kicking away at the knee of the unstoppable Jacob Ashworth, and big boot right to the face.
Yeah, Wall now looking to really do some damage here to the quote-unquote unstoppable one here. And now sets him up, drops the leg on him right across the neck, quickly goes for the cover, only gets a 2 count.
And Wall right now sizing up Jacob Ashworth. Fans, we want to thank you for tuning in on YouTube. Make sure you tell your friends about us, share, like, subscribe, set those bell notifications here exclusively on Anarchy Wrestling's YouTube channel.
And now you can see the interference from the outside there from Wall's partner in crime. And now back in the ring, we see Wall driving that shoulder into the sternum of Jacob Ashworth. And now big body splash there. The Wall is beginning to stack up higher and higher here against Jacob Ashworth. Says about Jacob blocking the suplex there. Trying to You lift him up. But Jacob Ashworth not having any of it, dropping him on his face there.
That no doubt from the damage he took to the knee earlier. And right now, Jacob Ashworth trying to fight on the wall. Wall reverses. Another big boot there by Wall.
And you gotta think, we're only just a few weeks removed from Silent Night. You gotta wonder if there's any sort of lingering, like, concussion issues with Jacob Ashworth here after he took that cage door to the head being slammed on him by Danny Only here. And you see it after Wall had hit that boot, Jacob Ashworth may be bringing back some of those issues there. But he seems to be back in control here as he hits that big back elbow. Going back to the fight. And a beautiful side slam.
I know our cameras can't pick this up. Wait a minute, we got Jazeer up here on the apron, staring down Jacob Ashworth. Here comes Wall. Oh, Wall just booted Jazeer there. And now Jacob Ashworth sizing up Wall. Fireman's carry has him hooked in. Oh, wait a minute, Wall trying to fight out. Oh, big slam by Jacob Ashworth.
Slam there now going up top. Going for the big splash off the turnbuckle. Hooks the leg, 2, 3, that's gonna be it. Rose standing there,
Jacob. Hanson has a message for you.
It seems the things in our past are doomed to haunt us. And Jacob, just like your past, somebody has decided to see the light. You could have stopped this while you had a chance. You could have just left. Just like Danny. Danny knew that I was right. He heeded the call. Just like many more. They see that I'm right. They see that you are a scourge upon this world and you need to be cast out. They know that you're a liar. They don't want you here no more. So who is it? Who will heed the call? Do you hear him? We'll see soon enough.
guys, y'all saw what happened earlier? Y'all saw what he did to me. Y'all saw what he did to me. Y'all saw what he did to the program's jewels. So, you know what? I have full faith in you guys. I'm gonna be down there cheering you on the whole way. Okay? I'll be down there cheering on you. Listen, I gotta take care of the jewels.
No. I promised these people a 6-man tag team match. I'm sure you're a little uncomfortable. No, I gotta keep my promise. Well, I know you're uncomfortable. You've made it uncomfortable for me. Okay, if you say so. All right, well, okay, fine, leave.
Oh my, Scott Mason.
There you go, folks. 6-man.
Scott Mason was trying to get out of this 6-man matchup. Commissioner O'Rourke was having none of that, and obviously neither was Azrael. As now we have the program taking on the team of the left-handed pack. That is Austin Towers and Eric Silva teaming up with the Anarchy heavyweight champion, the exceptional Will Kaution.
And what a main event here tonight at Anarchy Wrestling. Thank you once again, everyone, for joining us here on YouTube for this exciting main event here tonight. I mean, JJ, this has got to be this. I can't recall the number of times that you have a main event match like this where every single champion in Anarchy is in it at the same time here. This is a rare moment here.
Only a handful of times in the 17-year history of Anarchy Wrestling has every single standing championship under the Anarchy banner been in one match. Meaning that we have the Anarchy heavyweight champion, Will Kaution. We have the Landmark Arena Heritage champion, Scott Mason. We have the Anarchy television champion, Brock Johnson. And then, of course, the Anarchy tag team champions, the program, all in this 6-man matchup.
Yeah, amazing. Not to mention, too, we also have the NCW Junior Heavyweight Championship here being held by Hunter James, who's going to be obviously defending that come Hardcore Hell on April the 8th and 9th. A big 2-night event here hosted by both NCW and Anarchy Wrestling. And you got to think this match could possibly lead to some of that, towards what could happen at Hardcore Hell 24 this year.
For the first time under the Anarchy banner and the NCW banner, 2-night Hardcore Hell. That was a tradition back in the Wildside days here in the Landmark Arena, but for the first time under Anarchy and for the first time in 23 years, NCW going to be part of Hardcore Hell. Hardcore Hell 24 coming to the Landmark Arena Friday night, April the 8th, Saturday night, April the 9th. Make your plans to be in Northeast Georgia for that historic event. Right now, Will Kaution, the Anarchy heavyweight champion, who has had his problems in the past with the brash young varsity one, in the ring right now, sign that headlock there on Hunter James.
Working Hunter James' neck really well here, and that exchange there. Will Kaution, the heavyweight champion, really taking it to one half of the Anarchy tag team champions here in Hunter James.
And Hunter James, by winning the Anarchy Tag Team Championship, becomes the youngest Anarchy champion on record, beating out just slightly Adrian Hawkins, the former Anarchy television champion who won that in his 19, when he was 19. So these two young men, or this young man here, Hunter James, making his mark very early on the sport.
And launch right here. Austin Towers has the varsity one in their corner, and now asking for silence from everyone. I'm expecting bad things to happen, and what a chop by the Chief right there.
You know, and what a difference a month can make, because it was 1 month ago, Violent Night. It was Austin Towers challenging Will Kaution for the Anarchy Heavyweight Championship. And tonight, they're partners. And right now, Austin Towers has Hunter James high in the air for this stalled out vertical suplex.
Oh, you can see the blood rushing to the head of Hunter James. That's going to disorient him. That's going to throw him off. And there it is. What a suplex there. Hunter James in a world of hurt from the man who towers over all.
And now tagging out to the Ghost, Eric Silva, his partner in the left-handed path. The left-handed path, a few individuals who have been making their mark throughout the state of Georgia, dominating and right now showing the program and Hunter James just what they're all about.
Yeah, and the left-handed path that controls it goes for a cover. Only gets a 2 count there. But Hunter James in the worst way needs to make a tag here. But I don't think the left-handed path or the Anarchy Heavyweight Champion are going to allow that to happen.
Oh, and that punch right there just grazed Eric Silva. Oh, nice back elbow.
Counters him in, and now Eric Silva sending to the far corner there. Big splash right into the spinning enziguri there. Goes for the cover, hooks the leg. Only a 2 count there.
Hunter James has been taking the brunt of this punishment here. Meanwhile, Brock Johnson and Scott Mason looking to get in, trying to help their partner out.
I don't know about much of Scott wanting to get in this match, but I know Brock does for sure. But the team of the Anarchy Heavyweight Champion and the left-handed path are not letting it happen. And did you see the height and elevation Will Kaution got on that drop kick? He nearly counted for hitting Hunter James in the face there. But the referee only says 2 on that count.
And driving the knee right to the shoulder blade there of Hunter James. Hunter James looks like he may be out on his feet. Hooked into that front chancery there. And in comes the mighty 7-foot chief, Austin Towers. And they've got Hunter James. I mean, like, Hunter James has not left this half of the ring for the better part of the last 3 to 4 minutes.
Yeah, Hunter James in a definitely bad part of town for his sake. And there it is, 300 plus pounds comes crashing in on you. And now, what a back body drop there. Oh, and when one shot, one clap of the hand, Austin Towers takes out the television champion. And the program in a bad shape on this one.
Yeah, Brock Johnson got his bell rung there, but this also gives Hunter James a chance to rest outside the ring. Now, referee Darryl Hall starting the 10 count here. He's up to 4.
Program trying to find a way to regroup here on this one. The man that towers over all, Austin Towers, waiting in the ring and quickly and very wisely keeping Hunter from being able to make a proper tag there, pulling him back to their side of the ring. And now the left-handed path are going back to work again on the varsity one.
Hunter James looking a little worse from where? I mean, this is probably the most down I've seen Hunter James here in Anarchy. But right there, Brock Johnston gets the attention of Eric Silva, and Hunter James pounces on him. And right now, just opening up on Eric Silva. This will be a chance for Hunter James to make a tag, and he does so to Brock Johnston. And now the program doing what they do best, and that is taking the advantage in their side of the ring.
Well, they can try to take the advantage, but I'm not sure how much of an advantage they have here. You have Scott Mason, who's quote-unquote dealing with an injury, doesn't want to get in there, but clearly you can see he's willing to do some underhanded tactics there as he rakes Eric Silva in the eyes there. And you have Hunter James, who has been beaten down most of this match. Essentially right now for the team of the Anarchy Heavyweight Champion and the left-handed path, they've almost made this a 3-on-2 handicap match here.
Big tag out there now, and in comes A man who was reluctant to enter into this six-man match, but now there's a little bit of an advantage. I guess he's more than willing to enter the circle.
Yeah, the quarterback of the program, the Landmark Arena Heritage Champion, Scott Mason, willing to get in the match when it's favorable to his team here. And now dropping hard elbows on the head of the Ghost, Eric Silva here. And now reusing his back as a new chair here, choking out Eric Silva on that second rope there. But again, referee Darryl Hall has his hands full in this one.
You're always going to have your hands full with the program, and they've showed that time and time again, more so to our commissioner, Michael O'Rourke, who has had a hard time dealing with the program since coming to power here back in November.
And now hard shots from the television champion to Eric Silva here. Silva trying to find some way to get back in this match, but again, 3 well-placed elbows puts Eric Silva on the mat, but not for a 3 count.
And now you can see the program. They have taken control of this matchup, and they have slowed this pace down quite considerably.
Yeah, they're slow, methodical, and now they have to do to Eric Silva what they did to Hunter James just a little bit a while ago. And now Brock Johnson getting one back on Towers as he sends it outside, goes for a cover 2. Only a 2 count there.
You can hear Will Kaution trying to will Eric Silva to his feet. And now Hunter James tags back in and goes to work on Eric Silva here in this main event here this week on Anarchy Wrestling.
And there you see the braggadocious nature of Hunter James. The smile has returned to his face after getting beaten down very much the early part of this matchup here. Has managed to recover a little bit and now is really taking it to Eric Silva on this one. The crowd here in the Landmark Arena is starting to get a little raucous in our main event here tonight for the 6-man tag match. And Hunter James going to work now on that right knee of Eric Silva. And now, drops the elbow quickly.
And Hunter James, just the arrogance of this young man as he has this chin lock wrenched in on Eric Silva. And you can see Scott Mason positioning himself there in case Silva gets close to the ropes. He's going to make it harder for him.
It's going to be a close one here to see. Hunter James trying to figure out what he wants to do to Eric Silva next here. But Silva trying to create some separation. Hard shots to the sternum, to the chest now, off the turnbuckle. And Hunter James with a beautiful drop kick. Puts it right back, hooks the legs, goes for the cover quickly. Only gets a 2 count.
It has been quite some time since I've seen a young man who had the crisp offense that Hunter James has. Everything he does looks picture perfect in there. And right now, Brock Johnston, the former high school football standout, a huge recruit throughout the college circles here in the state of Georgia, one of the top offensive linemen in the state of Georgia.
And you see him there. He's got Eric Silva isolated here, and as they make the tag back into his partner, Hunter James here. Brock Johnson, Hunter James officially recognized as the Anarchy Tag Team Champions representing the program here. In firm control of this one. And now trying to figure out what he wants to do now, getting some advice from his partner as he tags back in the television champion.
Yeah, there have been some dominant groups here in Anarchy Wrestling throughout history, but I don't think none of them have rose to prominence quite as quick as the program has.
No, none at all. I mean, regardless of what one's opinions may be about them, they have gelled together as a team quite well, and provenly so, as they hold a majority of the championships here in Anarchy and in the Landmark Arena.
And right now, Will Kaution and Austin Towers looking on. Only a 2 count there.
Eric Silva's got to find some way to break free and get a tag into either Towers or Will Kaution, who's not been able to get into this match yet.
Will Kaution. Well, I mean, I know it's been quite some time since Eric Silva's been in the ring, but Will Kaution has been in this matchup. Him and Hunter James were in the ring there together a few times. But definitely, he's gotten cold. He wants to get back in the ring. He wants to do something for his team. And Will and his partner, and right now, you want to talk about arrogance. There's more from the Habersham Heroes. Scott Mason taking his time, perhaps a little too much time from the Habersham Hero. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, got caught in the throat. Did Scott Mason. Oh, it's suplex right into the corner. He crumbled up on his neck.
Yeah, I mean, from the action where the chaos of just watching Hunter get beat down so much earlier, I wasn't paying attention to who the man that was doing the beating, but all I know is right now Eric Silva has got himself separated from Scott Mason, and he's got to do what he can to find his way to the corner and make a tag.
And Eric Silva is very close. He's just a few feet away and tags into Will Kaution, and in comes Hunter James.
And there's the Anarchy Heavyweight Champion, the House of Fire. Double Polish hammers right there. Sets him up off the back. Hits the backbreaker, and now dropping square on his back. Rotating suplex on that one.
And the exceptional Will Kaution reminding the Landmark Arena exactly why he is exceptional.
And why he's the Anarchy Heavyweight Champion. Regardless of how much gold the program has, they don't have the one title that they need that really represents you. You are the best in Anarchy, and that's the Heavyweight Champion. And right now, he's in trouble as the program begins their pack mentality beatdown on the champ. But here comes Eric Silva. Here comes Austin Towers. We got everybody in the ring. It's a brawl now, folks.
Yeah, we got a 6-man brawl going on here. Austin Towers going after Scott Mason outside the ring. And inside the ring right now, it's the Anarchy Heavyweight Champion, Will Kaution and Hunter James.
The two legal men still in the ring here in this matchup. Hunter James trying to whip Will off the ropes. Will quickly goes and trying to get it hooked for a, and there it is.
The prettiest power slam in wrestling.
Absolutely, there. It's trying to hit for the pump handle slam. Hunter James counters and drops him on his face, Eric Silva. And now Brock Johnson with a lariat of his own taking out the Ghost. And Towers, there it is, boot to head by the Chief. And now from behind, the Landmark Arena Heritage Champion, the Habersham Hero, better put on his cape because he's about to fly. Goes it up by Towers. He's going for a ride. Choke slam right through the ring.
Scott Mason choke slam there by Austin Towers. Meanwhile, you can see Hunter James finally back up on the apron. Oh, wait a minute. Towers went for the boot. James ducks over at Towers outside the ring. Hunter James checking on Scott Mason.
Yeah, and meanwhile from behind, Will Kaution managed to get his hands break, and delivers a super kick right to the face of Hunter James. Sets him up,